Well, while Hugh's just rolling a cigarette, this seems like a good time to give a content warning for this particular project. There may be some effing and jeffing, some coarse language that the young ones might not want to hear.
Hey, Rob, they just like old friends. Old friends never tastes this good. I heard that.
Good evening.
Welcome to the Daily Grind.
Episode
29.
Booyah, motherfuckers. Theo,
Almost hit the big 3-0. Yes, Hudson.
let me tell you how to make the 29th watch in a row even worse. And that is, watch the director's commentary again.
I don't know. I mean, it was, yeah. I mean, essentially watching the same director's commentary twice in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, watching the same film over and over again is not great. But it was less boring than yesterday.
Oh,
I was
pretty bored, man.
I was still like, yeah, but I was less bored.
Fair enough. Yeah, I kind of feel... I can't even say it.
No, go on. Just spit it out. We're all friends here, Hudson.
Just you and the pod family. I found it pretty boring today, man.
Yeah, same. But not as bad as it was yesterday. It was some like fresh-ish information. Information that's only been digested 2 times in the last 30 days as opposed to...
Have we even dropped the director's commentary episode yet? Our first one?
No.
I wonder what number that is. It's all just merged into one. When I listen to an old episode now, I'm just like, oh my god.
It's awful, isn't it?
Look how happy we were.
Not anymore. We started to get to the bit, like the part where we're having a real downturn.
It's happened. Oh god, yeah, I'm just like...
And is there one more uptick after this? Is it like 14, where we have a bit of a good mood, and then it's just perpetual moaning from there on out?
Yeah, I think so. Do people want to hear that? We'll find out.
Well, if you've gotten this far, then you have.
I feel like it was like, for me, like the worst downturn was definitely last Friday. Up until now, it's been like, God, can't even bother to quote the movie anymore. We all know what they're going to say.
Yeah, it was about this time last week where it started to become like a real challenge.
Yeah.
We'd broken 20 episodes, and it was just like, fuck this.
God damn indeed. I'm so looking forward to Thursday, man. But then what am I going to do with myself on Friday? Nothing. Apart from have a great pub quiz.
Oh, don't think we're always able to do the pub quiz on Friday.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
Yeah.
Do you reckon someone else is going to step up?
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe you could step up.
Maybe I've got enough shit on my plate.
Oh, God. Maybe you have. I'm not going to volunteer myself. I reckon I'd be a rubbish quizmaster. I think Rory does it very well.
Oh, Rory kills it. I think you're selling yourself short, man. I think you're carrying this podcast.
I don't know.
You carry the quiz.
That's very kind, but I don't know about that. I don't think I'm a very good podcast host.
You're better than me, man. You actually bother to consider the listeners and don't just get stuck mumbling. Like,
Theo,
there are some bits that I left in for the hell of it on episode 11. Well, I couldn't hear what I was saying. I could be saying some like horrible, nasty, really insensitive thing. More insensitive than I normally am.
Oh man, I laughed out loud at episode 11 though, for sure. I have done it at a lot of our episodes, not to toot our own horn. That sounds so lame, doesn't it? But episode 11 made me laugh. Because I thought it was going to be so much worse than it was. I have memories of us like gibbering away.
Cute.
I kind of like to hit the raw cut.
I showed you a sample, didn't I?
And that was so funny, yeah.
I showed you a sample, and...
Was that the He-Man bit? Where you were trying to explain that Dustin says, oh, he looks like He-Man. And it takes you like 2 minutes.
2 minutes in the raw for about 20 seconds of audio. I feel like I've managed to capture the same bumbling ridiculousness that we were going through. I think I've done quite a good job of distilling that into something listenable. But the amount of stutters, likes,
Did you go off on any other rants that you took out?
No, I was incredibly quiet. that episode.
Yeah, I actually, I remember, because I was like firing this, dropping knowledge bombs on you, and you just looked at me.
Yeah. You're like ready to theorise. You're like, yes, what do you think of this? What about this? And what, do you draw a connection between these things? And I'm like, I guess.
And then you're the one that goes off. I should have been the one flipping out, but you're like, this is shit. This is trash, man.
Just lack of confidence. I didn't feel that I was really holding up my part. I think I was talking about myself as much as the episode itself. But you've got some positive feedback.
Sure. Well, I think that's probably why we're talking about it so much. One of our mates, Gus, said it was the best one yet.
Did he?
And I think that's what he said, and Christy shouted out the episode as...
Crazy dude.
Those are two big names. Those are two names that come up an awful lot.
Yeah. Our only 2 listeners.
Oh dear.
Funniest episode yet, Gus.
Booyah. So we have a little
that's
treat
what we
lined
do.
up for episode 31. No, we
I
don't.
got a bong.
Oh god. So viewing, I was on a Debbie Downer today, Theo, but I think I've picked up because it's 2 more viewings, man.
Yeah.
So achievable.
We're
isn't
so
it?
close. We're so close now. In the beginning, it was also abstract. It was just like a dumb idea. It was like, yeah, let's give it a go.
Yeah.
And then by the time we got to like 10, 11, 12, it was like,
sort of the second
oh
weekend.
my god!
Yeah.
Like we're not even halfway through yet. This is fucking awful.
I think that was the painful bit. It was like, and I keep anyway bringing it back up at episode 13. That was just the real like bummer.
I haven't
Just
I haven't edited that one yet. So that's next on the list.
I'm sure you'll cut it together for it to be like a coherent episode. But it was just, I think I remember it so much because that point in time is the time I remember just being like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
But now it's only 2 days, man.
nothing to say.
We'll save more of it for the last episode, I guess. But I just feel bored by the film. I don't feel in any other way like mentally challenged. Cut that. I don't think mentally challenged.
That's fine.
Okay. I think I'm just bored by the film now, just super bored. I don't feel in any other way sort of mentally challenged by it. Like, nothing else is.
There's no mental stimulation.
Yeah, it's not getting to me. I'm not, like, angry. I'm just like, ugh.
I don't know, I'm pretty angry. I'm pretty pissed off a lot of the time when we're watching it.
I think for me it's more the fuck, I've got to do this again.
Yeah.
Straight after work or after dinner or whatever. So I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. But anyway, did anything stick out to you on this commentary watch?
Don't care about the dog, don't care about Sheriff looking bloated, don't care about you can't work out. That was my first note.
Can we talk about him looking bloated?
That's so fucking
That was
dumb.
That was a great note though. I love that. That just sums it up so
Yeah.
perfectly.
And that's like the first 2 minutes of the director's commentary. It's like, fucking hell, okay, you couldn't get that dog to fall asleep.
Yeah,
Last
okay.
cut.
I wasn't even going to waste my breath on the dog, but yeah.
Good job.
So he talks about that a lot, and it's just like, oh, cool. Then the next bit is actually kind of weird.
Yeah.
So when Eric goes up to the mirror and the radio's playing, I mean, we've talked about it before. He like looks down his boxers at his willy.
But you can see him like in the mirror, full torso shot.
Yeah, he's like just in his pants, full torso shot. What does the director say?
So Lascala's trying to make him look bloated and like push out his belly,
Yeah, he's like, oh, I was trying to get him to push out his belly.
so he could do something kind of like before and after. I guess before and after the road trip. But
Oh, is that what he meant?
yeah, but he's an adolescent teen
Yeah.
who spends all his time doing a highly physical exercise. He's not going to look bloated anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so
yeah.
dumb.
And famously, the morning is the time in which you're least bloated, surely. When you just get out of bed.
So-
that was just like, dude, what the fuck are you
Yeah.
talking about? Yeah, really weird.
So I'm glad that never amounted to anything, because that would have been just like I don't know, it could have been great podcast fodder. But
He was like, these guys are going to rinse this in 17 years and it's going to be great, so I'm going to say it.
yeah.
No,
And
but...
I also don't care that he can't work out.
Oh god, he was just like, he was tooting his own horn, so
Yeah.
that was like, shout out to Hello Internet, that was like a humble brag. that was like such a humble brag.
Yeah, for
'Cause
sure.
what does he say?
An actual humble brag, Brady. We know what humble brag is.
Because how does he word it? He's like, oh, the production or director or whatever told me I couldn't work out. Oh, but then I'm in this film with like all these ripped skaters, and I'm like, oh man.
Who came up with this idea? And to be fair, I will give whoever said no, most skaters don't work out. They're
Yeah.
Jews because most skaters don't work out. They're too busy, skateboarding.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And it would have looked weird. To be fair to La Scala, it would have looked weird if he just got
But then how long was
like ripped throughout the film.
How long has he been not working out for to give the effect? Presumably, like from day one of filming, it's like, okay, you can't work out. It's like, so he doesn't really like. That's what you look like before, and I don't know. I just don't know. My brain has just turned to. I was like trying to think about it,
You had something.
and then it just went.
It,
My whole brain.
It came out in the form of a turd through your mouth.
Oh, it would have been more fucking salient and
Yeah.
useful than this.
How long do you think a film like this takes to wrap up, start to finish? Not wrap up, to film. Are we talking like 6 months? Do you
A
reckon?
few weekends. This amateur fucking bullshit. No.
Did it all on a GoPro with 4 of his mates.
Honestly, it would have been a better film.
As we've discussed, the DC following the pro
Yeah.
team documentary thing would have been pretty good.
That would have been good. I mean, it wouldn't have filled the same, I hesitate to say, market niche as this film. That would have just been a good skateboarding documentary for skateboarders.
Sure, yeah. But the
Whereas
only
this
reason we
is
watched
a-
Grind because we were skateboarders.
Yeah. Whereas this has no service to anyone apart from people who've got mad respect for Joey Kern like us.
Yeah, well, big up
Blue.
Joey Can. What else you got? Is there anything? I started off quite good on my notes, and then it just all went downhill after about 10 minutes. I was like, well, that's that.
Oh yeah, so another continuity error that they actually mentioned in the commentary. When they're at Chili and such, and Dustin gets puked on,
Yeah.
and there's a cut, there's like a bird's eye cut from above,
Yeah.
and there's like no sick or anything on the floor.
Oh.
He's like completely clean. There's no sick all over his leg, which you've just seen him being like get sickied up.
Yeah. I never clocked that.
No, shout out to Joey. I think spotted that. Maybe it was Brody.
Joey was definitely the realist in the
He was
commentary.
murking it off. It's brilliant. He's like all these like continuity errors
Yeah,
and plot
yeah.
holes. He was like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Like you have no idea.
And
You
he-
have only just scratched the surface, my friend.
He would just have little comments at like the end when they were like bringing up a point. He would just have like this comment, and it
Just
was like,
murk
just
him off.
funny and yeah.
I don't feel that they were enjoying it as much as we were.
Enjoying what the.
Like Joey's input.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They were like shutting him down. It was like, God damn, at least he's being funny.
Yeah. I noticed that. I wasn't sure whether that was just me though, Joey Kern fanboy. But yeah, I thought that as well.
I kind of picked up on it. I got that vibe.
Yeah. Talking of them murking off their own film, I thought Vince Viloof was pretty funny when they're at the clown college scene, and he is just rinsing the film, and he's like talking about his other successful films and how no one
I was slim in those.
and how like no one came to see this film in the theatres and stuff.
It's like foreshadowing, because I don't know if they would have known. Well, maybe, yeah, they probably would, because this is the DVDs thing. And back in those days, a DVD would take like a year and a half to come out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I forgot about all that. Waiting for a DVD when you're a kid, and it just takes for fucking ever.
That's probably why Casey Lascala's like real quiet when Vince is murking him off, because he's biting his knuckle, a tear rolling. It's my first project, man.
I did wonder, has he done anything else?
Lascala?
Yeah.
I don't know. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, brilliant. Guess what? The second result after Casey Lascala is, Google gives you your recommended
Go on. I've never Googled him, I don't know.
guess.
Does it talk about how he's
It's salient.
given up directing
Yeah,
because...
it's salient to the film.
It's what?
It's salient to the film.
I don't know.
Casey Lascala, wife.
Oh, is it? Awesome.
IMDb sucks. It actually has any information that I want to see on it.
Yeah, people rate it. I never really
It's
use
like,
it.
what?
If I want some information, I don't know, just Wikipedia is my default.
So Casey Lascala isn't big enough to have his own
I
Wikipedia
know,
page.
I said that, and I was like, I know he hasn't got Wikipedia.
But he's done at least another film.
Oh, okay, alright.
The remaining is a 2014 American apocalyptic horror film directed by Casey Lascala.
Interesting.
They've all seemed to have a lot to do with horror films. Because, well, I say all. Mike Vogel
Yeah.
had just finished filming Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
And a lot of his other filmography is horror films.
Horrors.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Joey Kern did what I keep on forgetting. Is it Cabin Fever?
Joey Kern, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was the stoner at the beginning of Super Trooper. One of the stoners in the car.
Oh,
Which
is
is brilliant.
he only in the beginning?
Yeah, I don't think it's in the
Oh,
rest
that
of the film.
sucks. That
yeah,
clip-
it's just a little cameo.
Theo sent me a clip of the bit that he's in, and he has the funniest line, and he delivers it so good for sure as well.
So, The Scala produced Donnie Darko,
That's a good film.
which is
That's
a
a
bit of a
good
cult
film.
classic.
Have you seen that?
No.
That's worth a watch. I think you'd like that a lot as well. Although you're not really a film guy, are you?
Not hugely, which is hilarious that
Just
We're
grind.
doing a-
Just grind.
we're doing a film podcast. And I was like, I don't really watch films. Amityville.
Oh, we did that as well. That's pretty big. Yeah. Are these producing credits?
Yes, he's been a producer on these. I can't find any other.
Donnie
director.
Darko, Amityville, yeah, okay.
Well, we know he's directed Grind, and he's put as a producer for that. Is Amityville 2017?
Oh, they've remade it
Fair enough.
2 or 3 times.
I was going to say, because I thought that D12 thing was... I didn't think they'd come up with Amityville. I thought they based it on, like, the film.
Yeah, so the film is... I'm not sure, maybe was it a book? Or is it actually a real-life thing?
You sound like fucking idiots. So he wrote and directed The Remaining, which is the thing, and then he directed Grind, and he's produced a few other films.
Okay. So talking of films that I think you like, Theo, I don't actually know this about you. What is your favourite film? It's got to be Grind 2003 Skateboarding Epic, man.
I mean, it
141
was.
minutes of pure...
It was, until...
You ruined it.
And now it's my double favourite.
You double tap that to get a big like.
Oh, yeah. Big old heart right around fucking... right between Casey Lascala's wife's titties.
So yes, anyway.
I'm a big anime fan, so like Princess Mononoke or Spirited Away,
Oh yeah, I've heard of
if I had to choose, would probably be like one of my favourite films for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But no, there's no other films that I really kind of remember or identify with and love and can just chuck on any like rainy Sunday afternoon, you know.
Sure, yeah.
I'm much more, I'd much rather just like get cracked into like an anime series or a comedy or something.
Yeah. Pineapple Express, that would have
Oh.
been a funny film to do.
It's good. But we have to get high every time.
That's true, yeah, you can't, you can't sit here like bums and do that one sober.
What's your favourite film?
Oh, God, probably, this is going to be controversial, not that controversial, but
All 4 of our listeners will be in uproar.
controversial to people that know. Probably Casino.
Oh yeah.
Why I'm saying that's controversial, because as opposed to Goodfellas,
Yeah, so it's not
breaks my heart to say
Scorsese's
that.
like most
yeah.
well, I don't know how to put it. It's not Scorsese's like most bigged up film, is it? That's fucking even worse than what I was going to say.
I feel, no,
It's not his most critically acclaimed film.
no, yeah.
Particularly compared to like Goodfellas and
Goodfellas,
stuff.
Raging Bull, the classics. God damn,
Casino's good.
Casino is good, but Goodfellas, is it better?
Well, better and favourite are 2 different things, you know.
Sure, alright, I'll settle on that. I won't, that's good, so when Scorsese tunes in, he won't be too disappointed. So, speaking of Scorsese, dude, I started watching The Irishman again today.
You sick pup. You're like, oh, I don't have enough fucking film to watch.
I'll watch that in like 10 installments though, so it's all gravy, man. It's
7 half-an-hour episodes.
yeah, it's like a goddamn...
Honestly, there was on Netflix as well. Why not make it like a 10-part series? And then it could have hit all the bits that people criticised it for not hitting, you know?
I don't think that's his jam, you know.
No. And was this meant to be Scorsese's like last big one? Or
I think it was supposed to be, yeah, I think, again, we're no movie reviewers or know anything, but I think that was the idea. But, so from one movie legend to another, Bam Margera, I like in the director's commentary that they say that he's probably the best actor in the film, because we've picked up his acting before.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that.
Too true.
Yeah.
Too true.
Yeah, do you think they were saying it with like sort of
A bit tongue-in-cheek.
yeah, because like sort of trueness.
I realise, yeah.
Sort of. Oh, and something that old Casey said, he compared professional skateboarders to like rock stars.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a fair comparison? Not fair, but do you think that's a good comparison?
I would say, relatively speaking, like skateboarding is, particularly back then, way more niche than it was now. But people like you know, Tony Hawk are living the rock star lifestyle.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And
Yeah, Bam.
I'm sure Bam got
for
most
sure.
of his money from like Jackass and stuff.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know how much they'd make from like a board sale or like royalties for their part in a video film or something, or if that the distributor just owns that and they get like a salary, or I don't know how it really works, to be honest.
Surely, this might be completely disrespectful to his legendary skateboarding, but surely Tony Hawk made most of his money out of the video games and stuff.
Oh yeah, I bet. Because people who didn't even skate.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's a great game.
Shredded
man.
that game.
Yeah. No, interesting. Because when I heard it, I thought, I don't know.
But then most of his money, you know, like I'm trying to think who his shoe sponsor was before. He skates for like Lakai now. But like Birdhouse, he started that company.
Sure,
He's
yeah.
making an absolute killing.
Yeah, fair enough.
I bet
yeah.
every kid's first skateboard, there's even odds it was a Birdhouse, you know.
Did you ever have a Birdhouse?
I don't think I did actually.
No, our cousin Harry, he rocked Birdhouse for a bit, did he? Or have I just made that up?
I honestly don't remember when we were younger.
So they're still big in the game. I know they're still like a thing, but are they still?
Yeah. I think they've got a bit more of like a rugged kind of image now.
So not the clean,
Yeah.
sort of.
Well, no, like more, not the clean, oh, here's a kid's brand.
Yeah.
But like their skate videos now, like proper down and dirty.
Oh, okay. I'd be interested to watch one.
His son, Riley Hawk, kills it on the street as well.
Yeah, so I've followed Birdhouse and Tony Hawk on Instagram, and Riley Hawk, he's what, maybe my age?
No idea. But
He's pretty fucking sick though, man.
yeah, but as... Oh, fuck. Hold on. It's going to be great. It's going to drop some skater knowledge, but I can't remember his name. Jake something. As Jake Phelps said, if you're not pro by your 20, then it's not going to happen.
Oh, well, yeah. Fair enough.
R.I.P. Pour out a little liquor.
Who's Jake Phelps?
Editor of Thrasher magazine. He died last year.
Oh, yeah, I did know that. I remember reading that. And I am... Theo, a revolving nightmare is us still in Chicago not doing anything with our lives. No. Sheriff Bean.
A revolving nightmare is watching this fucking film every day.
Yes. I don't know why I've never brought this up before. We are stuck in a revolving nightmare, and it's so true. Those words, Sheriff Bean speaks to me for once. I can relate with him now. Sheriff and I, and you, a little trio stuck in this revolving nightmare.
It's just a train wreck.
No, Theo, a revolving nightmare is us still sat in our garage, not trying to do... Oh.
What do you mean, man? We're in quarantine. We're on lockdown.
I know.
And we're keeping it real.
Putting the pod out for the peeps.
Fuck it.
Cut that, actually. I decided
No.
I'm taking an editorial decision here that you cut that immediately. Stop this.
Cut it.
Stop this podcast and go and cut that.
We'll pick back up tomorrow, yeah?
Tomorrow, episode the penultimate watch.
Episode 30.
Boo, yeah. I'm excited for tomorrow because I think once tomorrow is done, I'll be like twice as excited for
The last
Thursday.
The last watch. Bit
Yeah,
chilly. Chilly.
Yeah, man, looking forward to it. I've got to come up with something for episode 31. I keep saying it and I keep giving nothing. Or we could just watch the film and review it.
Oh yeah, I think for 31, normally we like fast forward through all like the
All the scenes.
no, all like the intro credits and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think for 31 we should watch it end to end,
Including
Literally,
all
all the credits,
ending.
right to the end.
We did that the other day though. It's not like
Well-
when we're sitting there sort of like, ugh.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm down with that.
I don't think we've ever watched the whole intro credits.
The way I see it is just like, God, spare me 30 seconds.
Yeah, I was thinking for the last watch though we've got to do the whole
Yeah.
101 minutes, I think.
For sure. It's going to feel good. No, we've got to pretend to be excited, even if we're not excited. By the film, I mean. Not by the prospect of us getting our lives back.
Freedom.
Yeah. Jesus. What am I saying? Nothing useful.
Well then, let me rescue this train wreck for podcast with some more notes about the film.
Awesome.
So they mention the sheriff's and Jamie's little interaction in Tucson.
Yeah.
They mentioned that scene was way longer and they cut out loads.
Fucking hell.
I am so glad. That is the best thing Casey LaScala has ever done with his life.
God damn
Just cut
it.
that. Like, you could honestly cut it from the film and it wouldn't make that much difference.
No, it wouldn't. Apart from,
them bumbling around.
is it the bit where they're having their little chat where like the wagon wheel is? That
Yeah,
bit?
yeah.
God, how could you make that longer?
I don't know what else they've got to say.
Maybe that's when we were scraping the barrel before, and I was like, they don't even say each other's names, man. Maybe that's like where they introduce themselves and say where they're from and
fucking
stuff.
hell, yeah.
So that could be it.
Where's Jamie from?
Good question. I'm gonna say this is just a fan theory. She seems like a sort of LA sort of girl, LA sort of chick.
Because I kind of get like a... Maybe it's just because at the end they say, oh, she was up in Toronto last weekend. I get a Canadian kind of vibe.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
Seems pretty chill and just down party. Not that Americans aren't. Americans are great. Who said they weren't? Trump!
I got chicks.
You said you wouldn't, Hudson.
I know.
You said you wouldn't.
I know, and I did. Cut it. Cut it right now. I'm making my second editorial decision. I had to. I could not leave me alone. I was doing so well as well. I was like, I'm going to say it. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to say it. Yeah, Canada's not a bad shout. I think all the Hurley gear, it just makes me think surf and beach.
No, I think, LA's probably a better shout. Or like, maybe not like LA proper, but some suburb or San Diego or something. I don't know California geography that well.
No, yeah, maybe not LA proper.
But somewhere else in California?
Did I specifically say LA? Maybe I did.
Can't remember.
God, who knows? What does it all mean? Revolving nightmare.
Or maybe like Seattle or something. Seattle's a pretty hip and happening place. Right on the coast.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be somewhere on the west coast. Bit backstory would be nice, eh?
No, not really. Not if it's going to take any longer. If they can, I don't know, get rid of the slow-mo and all. Not all the skateboarding slow-mo, but like 95% of it.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
And then fill some time with a bit of backstory for Jamie.
Or not.
Because honestly, yeah, or not. But what backstory is there for her? None. There's the big reveal that she's like actually a pro skateboarder. But there's no actual character quirks.
No, there's
or
not.
any
Not
backstory other than that's just the girl that the sheriff happens to be chasing
Yeah.
and happens to bump into. I mean, she seems like a nice girl. She offers a lift to three guys stinking of shit in Sweet Lou all the way up to Santa Monica from like Tucson. That's like a good day's drive, you know?
Yeah, nothing else is
So
really
she's-
given away.
She's nice and she's hot.
I think they're probably saving all the giveaway for, oh my god, she's a pro skater, which is just lame.
Which is fine, but it doesn't really tell you much about anyone's character, does it?
No, that's what I mean.
They
like,
skate.
they haven't, what, have you got a problem with chick skaters?
Mate, half my Instagram feed is chick skaters.
No, why should I?
So yeah, I'm glad they cut that scene down.
Yeah. I've got a list of scenes that they could cut down.
I've seen 1, 2, 3. So, in the director's commentary, surprises me. The first one doesn't surprise so much.
It's like a metaphor for our podcast.
Something such a Debbie Downer.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, that was rough on both of us. Sorry.
I see. I can't even remember what I was going to say to cut it together cleanly.
Oh yeah, I think you were right at the beginning.
I'll start again. What surprises me?
So we watched the director's commentary today.
We did, Hudson. And what surprises me is
Yeah.
the amount of surprise I felt when this surprising thing surprised me. No, well, in the first thing they don't mention is when Eric's skating up to the school and he stacks it, and they have nothing to say about that, which is because La Scala's too busy talking.
Some bullshit.
So, fair enough, whatever. I can't believe they didn't go back to it and just be like, that was an actual slam.
Yeah, or something. Or even if it wasn't, just tell us what it was, because it's a hard slam. For sure.
Yeah, it looks like it hurt. There's also, like, dead silence when that dude flips the quad. Like, how have they got nothing to say about that?
I know, just nothing at all.
They just sit there silently, just like...
Yeah, they chat, like, I would say
And then they
70% of it is just stuff that you don't really want to know, and
Yeah.
then they just don't say anything at all. It's like, really? That's like a good bit.
Well, how about that fucking dude? Maybe they just feel like they say it all in the film.
I don't think that's what they were thinking.
But I think they were just spoons.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like they should have said something about that for sure.
But Brian Patch does that gap, which is pretty rad. And also, in the final showdown between the rival, they mentioned that Bucky Lasek is the sheriff's double.
Yeah.
And Brian Patch is the rival's double.
Yeah.
Now he's been Eric's double for the whole film.
Yeah.
And then for the last scene, they make the sheriff switch stances. So Bucky Lasek, I don't know if they just particularly wanted to try and get that trick, or, I mean, I genuinely don't know, or if Bucky Lasek is that much better at vert than Brian Patch.
Yeah, just...
But to be fair to Brian Patch, man, he is a versatile skater. Because most skaters stick to like one discipline and don't really cross over much, and he kills it on the street and on the vert.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Yeah, just don't make him skate against Bucky Lasek and keep him as Eric. Yeah, really odd decision there. Do you think
bizarre.
the skaters? Do you think Bucky and Brian Patch were like, dude, like,
The fuck?
like I'm.
Yeah, Brian
I've
Patch
been
was a bit
his-
like, the fuck?
Yeah, and like I'm goofy, and and do you think they brought it up and the team was like, oh, no one's going to fucking notice?
I don't know.
I wonder how much creative input they had. You know?
Not enough, I mean.
No, for sure.
Not enough. The fact that it took them till like the last skate demo for even like one or two of them to hold their skateboard like a normal person shows that there wasn't like a skate continuity, like a skateboard advisor, a skateboard culture.
Yeah, skateboard advisor.
Guru.
Yeah, that seems like a real sort of faux pas. Not to Brian Patch, even to the film.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
It's just such a weird decision.
Yeah, odd decision. But maybe Bucky is just that much better because he's known for vert, isn't he? Is that correct?
Yeah.
But odd, really odd decision. They were so blasé about it.
Yeah, they just chop it. It's like,
Yeah, because we noticed straight away, didn't we? Maybe second watch that they're skating. The Sheriff Bean skating regular on the vert. We picked that up.
it was pretty
Pretty
early on,
quickly.
I think. Yeah. And much like the director's commentary, this podcast must come to an abrupt end.
The people want more. They'll get more. 2 more watches, baby.
2 more watches until season 2. Oh
Oh God! If this is how Grind is making me feel, I don't know about Batman.
yeah. But at least I don't know. At least Batman's.
I'm gonna have George Clooney all up in my grill for 31 days straight. I mean, there are worse.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger.
There are far.
There was Schwarzenegger. You like the Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, he's alright. It's cool.
It's good.
I suppose there are far worse people to have up in your grill than that.
I mean, yeah, George. If you do want to come and do season 2 with us, open invite.
We've got it's a 3-seater upstairs, man.
It is. I'm just saying.
We've got a Nescafe machine here. Shh! Don't tell them. Don't tell him we haven't.
You know, all that Hollywood stuff.
We're in the Batcave now, basically.
We've got like a pool and
The Fat Cave with a PH. Oh, shit, man! Can I use my third cut on that line?
I think that's the cut point of the episode. If it's not, then it's going to be a cheeky little extra at the end.
Bennett, I'm loving the way you put those added extras on at the end. That's great.
It's just bullshit. It doesn't fit into the rest of the episode, but there's a line or like a little
Oh,
interaction
so
that's just too funny.
You don't do it on
cut.
every episode, do you? Is it when
It's-
there's a bit of gold?
It's only when there's a bit of gold and nits and bullshit. So when there's just some like complete non sequitur that just happens to have a little funny bit, that it's like, I can't cut it, so I just stick it at the end.
Oh god.
And there was one bit, I think it was for episode 11, where I had a little sample of the.
I think we might be coming up to an hour. Sorry, I'm just pranging now. Oh no.
Yeah, was it episode 11 where I had a little sample of the theme, like scratching, a little the theme. Was it 12? It might be 12.
I haven't listened to 12 yet, so
Yeah.
it's not jumping out at me, so it could be 12.
Yeah, because you'll probably notice it. I mean, how could you not? But yeah, there's so much shit that I couldn't edit it together to even sound like here's a slight change in topic.
Oh, and you used it as a little nice, yeah.
Just as a little cut. This is a cut, but it's such a bad cut that I'm just gonna chuck a little scratch of the theme just to symbolise.
Maybe it was 11. No, I think I would have noticed it. Yeah, definitely improved listening to all these. They're great.
Great, my favourite podcast.
Yeah, that 1-star rating on Apple Podcasts was from me.
Trash. Stop wasting your time and ours. So rate us on iTunes to counteract Hudson's 1-star rating.
Like us on iTunes.
You can't like something on iTunes, Hudson. Fucking it's not Facebook, you silly cunt.
Well, you know you're talking to the social media manager. I think I know what you can do on iTunes, alright? So hit that like button.
Yeah, retweet it to all the peeps.
Oh dear. Oh no, that's it. Right. Calm me down.
Yeah, we done?
I think so.
Cool. Oh, hell yeah.
Can I hand you our ass? No. No. We can hand you your ass, punk.
You do it after the plate. Please pound it.
God damn it.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
fuck's sake.
There's only one beer left.
Hey, yo, must check it. Did you try that Dorking one?
Oh yeah, what's it called? Five Claw or something.
Was it good?
It's actually pretty good. It is the least shit beer that Dorking Brewery's ever put out, I would say. Bar Pilcrow, actually.
Oh, yeah, you
when
like
Pilcrow's
Pilcrow.
on point, that's good.
Yeah, I like Pilcrow as well, actually.
But yeah, it's nice. It was a really kind of juicy IPA, like fruity, and
Make sure you put fucking lager experts in. No, I'm joking.
I was going to say that, so this could be our spin-off podcast.
31 beers, 31 days.
31 fucking kegs, mate.
31 kegs, 31 days. Now we're cooking with gas. That's a challenge I can get down with. What are you thinking? Maybe Series 2 is something else. Have you ever thought that Series 2 could be something else that's not a fucking feature-length film?
Well, we've discussed the possibility of doing like a classic Simpsons or Futurama episode, haven't we? Or like a Futurama, one of the Futurama movies.
Oh yeah, because they're sort of
They're like
slightly
an hour and
over
20.
an hour. Aren't- Oh, is it? Are they?
So I think they break it up into 4 20-minute episodes for like TV.
Ah, makes sense. Yeah, man. I know where I've still got my heart set on Batman, but Futurama.
Futurama. I don't want to ruin Futurama
Yeah, fair enough.
because I love Futurama. That is probably one of my favourite like Western TV shows
Yeah, Futurama's great.
ever put on the screen.
Ever put on the screen? I haven't watched it for a long time.
Neither have I. Last time I tried to watch it, I was like, fuck, I've seen this too much. I can still remember all the jokes and just trying to. I want to give it like a nice bit of time before I go back to it because I do love it. And every time I see like a little clip, it's great. And I rewatched the like Comedy Central series. Not
Yeah,
too
that's
long
one.
ago.
What's that? 6 and 7? Is that Comedy
Yeah.
Central, or is it just got up to 6? Or is it 5 and 6 Comedy
I think
Central?
technically it's 5 and 6, except the 4 films count as like series 5, so it's like listed
Right.
as 6 and 7.
The films are great as well. I've watched those for a long, long time. I might check those out actually soon. I haven't watched the series in ages as well, but I'm the same as you. Just smashed it so much. Like rewatching The Simpsons, I've bought all the DVDs obviously, and it's been long enough now that like it's fresh and I can appreciate the jokes in a different way compared to watching it as a kid.
Oh,
like,
for
'cause
sure.
There's so many funny adult quips in there.
For sure, but my main amount of like Futurama watching was when I should have been doing my A-levels. So it's like 10 years ago now.
God damn.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. God damn.
What have I got to show for it? This podcast.
Is this going to be on your CV?
Check out the Daily Grind. Apart from episode 11.
1992 to present. The Daily Grind, bitch. Hire me.
That's all you need to know, son.
Are you going to bleep that birthday bit? Is that a bleepable offence, do you think?
And if you were saying 1992, then maybe I would.
People can't send, the pod family can't send you birthday wishes.
The pod family already knows when my birthday is.
Oh man, I haven't done it. Do you reckon this is all going to get cut?
Thanks for listening, Mum. No?
Well, I was going to do a date check, but I'll do it tomorrow and then 31st for reference because I haven't done that for a while. I haven't
I see.
said the
Yeah,
date at
yeah.
the beginning.
Nah. People care about it that much. They can do the maths, can't they?
Oh yeah, they can, yeah.
Plus, we often mention like what day of the week it is. So.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, I reckon for maybe 31.
31, do a date check.
Yeah.
We should fucking check ourselves before 31. That's what we should do.
Before we wreck ourselves.
There's me worried about the date. Got a lot more to check, my friend.
Like how big those download numbers are. Still single digits.
Oh yeah, again and again.
Oh, Ali G.
What, in the house?
In the house.
So there are some bits of that. That's like a Wigger feature length film.
Honestly, I would not be surprised if they're just like in the background of one of the parties.
That would be so funny, wouldn't it? How long was that?
Red
That's not a bad shout, man. That's not a bad shout at all. I have a feeling that's quite long. Did you ever watch any of the TV? Because he's like a TV personality, isn't he?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch any of that?
It's brilliant, man. There's a great one with him interviewing Jacob Rees-Mogg, who's the leader of the House of Commons at the moment.
I feel like I might have seen that, yeah.
Which is so funny.
Dude, hold on to your hats, my friend. It's 88 minutes, which is...
Good podcasting, but my jaw is on the floor. That's...
So 1 hour 30, minus credits and what have you. That's not a bad shout at all.
Yeah, when the runtime of Batman's like 2 hours.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Yeah, 2 hours.
I think if there's
an hour
one...
and 21 or something.
I think if there's one lesson we've learned is try and make the film shorter. That is a really good shout, and it's definitely been long enough. And it's not one that I've consistently smashed. I've watched it
but then
a few
that's
times.
Kind of the beauty of this is Grind was one that we did consistently smash back in the day, and that's why I think it's been such a good film to do a podcast on.
Yeah, it's definitely
Not a good film in general. I'd like to point that out, to clear out that discrepancy, but a good film.
That's
too.
not what you were saying in episode 1.
I love it. It's great.
You fucking backstabber. I'm joking, man. I can buy it on DVD on Amazon for 60 pence.
Fucking hell.
I reckon that's a good shout, man. Really.
Well, I've got some time to think about it. Go on a little hiatus.
Find ourselves.
Oh, wait, here I am. In the garage again.
I was just doing some quick mental maths about how much time I've spent in the garage since lockdown, and I quickly put an end to that. I don't need to know.
Don't need to know. For those who don't know, the garage is like our premium podcast recording studio.
Yeah, for sure.
/ smoking room / drinking den / anything we want it to be, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Used to have a mini ramp in here, man.
We used to have a mini ramp.
That was shredding, that mini ramp.
That was great, yeah. That was a good few years of fun.
When lockdown's over, whenever that may be, I want to go skate that Westcott mini.
Yeah, nice. I wish they get Josh involved, but he's out of Canada now, I think.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Damn. I need a drink, I'm parched.
Double dog damn.
Double dog damn. Double dog damn. Do you need anything?
Good. So, now it's just you and me, listeners. I can let you into a little secret. I don't know, I've got nothing for this.